Okay, so in this lesson we're going to take a look at this question. So let's just go and read it first. An ant is standing on the origin of an XY coordinate plane on a piece of paper. The grid is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. The ant rotates 120 degrees and then walks forward 18 centimeters. To the nearest tenth, what are the x and y coordinates of the ant? Okay, so let's make an attempt to sketch this out, and just a rough sketch is all that we need. But we're rotating 120 degrees, so I'm going to start here and go 90, and then another 30. So we can consider this the terminal side of an angle that starts here and goes 120 degrees, and we are going to be 18 centimeters here. So effectively this is a right triangle, so I want these coordinates here, and let's what I'm going to do is just redraw only the triangle. So I know a couple things about this triangle. I know it has a hypotenuse of 18. This will be a 90-degree angle here. So if I look, if this is 120, then effectively from 180 to 120, this would be 30. So I've got another 60 coming down this way. So this angle right here is going to be 60. And this is going to be 30. So I'm going to call this x, and I'm going to call this y, and now let's go ahead and set up and solve for x and y. So if I look at 60, I've got an adjacent and a hypotenuse, so that's cosine. Cosine of 60 is x over 18, so x is 18 times the cosine of 60. And I'm just going to go over to the left because we were asked for the coordinates. So 18 cosine of 60 is my x coordinate. Next, let's look at the y coordinate. So from 60, this is my opposite over the hypotenuse. So sine of 60 is y over 18, and we're going to get y to be 18 sine of 60. Okay, so we can go ahead and write this in. So for the final answer, I'm going to evaluate these, because if I look back, it says to the nearest tenth, so that means it's asking for a decimal. What are the x and y coordinates of the ant? So if I take 18 cosine of 60, that's my x coordinate. That's going to come out to 9. But we do have to remember that we're out here in the second quadrant, so the x value is going to be negative, so that's going to be minus 9. And then 18 times the sine of 60 to the nearest tenth is 15.6. And we do want that to be positive. Now these are all in centimeters. Okay. So that fully answers the question. We were asked to the nearest tenth, what are the x and y coordinates of the ant? So the ant would be sitting out here. This would be minus 9 and 15.6.